Hello. I'm taking a little bit of time out on Sunday afternoon to share a start of a spread that I'm going to be doing in my junk journal, but also to let you know that I'm not going to be uploading any videos this coming week because my husband and I are going to join some old friends up in northwest Georgia in the mountains to catch up and enjoy and recuperate and enjoy the scenery, and in my case, of course, keep an eye open for goodies to share on my Etsy shop. But I thought I would pique your interest just a little bit by letting you know that this is the next project. The back of my mauve junk journal video, this piece was great fun doing, and I'm going to remove all that I can of the things that are added on here so that this will get as flat as possible. There, that's it. Because I'm going to giving this a little bit of a start. I went into my my various and sundry troves. I found this piece of paper, which is a piece of my art, which I, as you can see, made a copy of just on copier paper, and that's going to probably be a background, maybe. And then I thought, well, I bought this new ribbon last week at Hobby Lobby, and it was a 50% sale, so I thought these two colors might do nicely on tags, so I pulled that out. I thought this pretty ribbon would probably do nicely here. I pulled out a few pieces of collage from my at-hand collage folder. Some of these little brads in various and sundry colors, and they are starting to really tickle me because they are very pretty. This, I thought, just because the various colors, the greens, the tans, the taupes, and this little bit of a beautiful mild salmon pink was pretty. And I pulled this out of my stash. I've had that for ages, and I thought this would be a good time to use it, in a little piece of vellum. And my first practice piece on my $15 sewing machine, which I am so rethinking. But that I thought might be included. A couple of pieces of my painty paper, my first experiences with painty paper, and just some plain paper that I thought might work nicely for making tags. So that's the start of my thought process for this side. Now, let's see what I can do here. I think the first thing that I'm going to want to do is to cut off that side, because that might be very pretty. I must look, because I think that's a stencil that I have not, I think that's a stencil that I haven't spoken to very much, and it's around here, and I'm going to have, well, not this week, but when I come back, I'm going to have a look for that, because that has a lot of potential for these new junk journal adventures of mine. The next time that I will be uploading will probably be either a week from today on a Sunday, or a week from tomorrow, and I believe that is, where are we? That would be either the 9th or 10th. Righty, now. I put a new cutter on here, and it's quite nice. Oh my, isn't that pretty? So, now what? Now what? Cover the whole page here. I might just, that would be a nice background. That would certainly be. Let me mark. And let's find the outside edge of that puppy. Don't want it to be too close to the center, because that's where calamities live, with the fold. That probably only took me 2 years to figure out. Okay, so I may, even though I live at Jacksonville, Florida, I'm not a water girl. I do crave mountains, and so this is going to be a wonderful opportunity to enjoy our friends and the mountains up in northwest Georgia. And one more. I shall try to remember to take some pictures to share with you. That's a good one. So that there, I think. All right, now over here. Yeah, that might do very nicely. Yes, yes. Where's that mark? There it is. There it is. I am finding more and more that this junk journaling occupies my my daydream time. And isn't that a nice thing? Very nice thing to be thinking about. So I'm going to use my Elmer's Extreme and attach these two pieces of paper, and then just do a little bit more because I want to add some stencils onto this background. Why? I haven't the slightest idea, but I certainly seem to want to. And that's how it rolls on this piece. Carol's translation of junk journaling. At this point, I'm sure that I will evolve, and I can't wait to do that. I'll be back soonest. Well, there we are. I've picked out 3 color choices: Ceramcoat Spice Tan, Ceramcoat Brown Velvet, which I do love, and Americana Mississippi Mud. I'm going to just plunk down a little bit of stenciling with maybe that one and that one. We'll see. This Brown Velvet by Ceramcoat is lovely. Mississippi Mud is probably one of the prettiest in this family. It's just, as you can see, it's just a delightful shade. Just a little touch of blue in there to gray it down a bit. See if we're going to get any of this out without a war. You'd think I was asking that paint to cut off its arm. Right, more than one way to do this. Oh, oh, well, no wonder. Ooh, yuck. That's not wonderful. Well, I apologize, paint. Nothing and no one could get around that. Alrighty. That was not wonderful. So, let's have something that'll go right over the center there. This might end up being covered by my pockets and flips and so forth, but that's okay. And maybe one more that just comes over the edge. There we go. And now, let's have this one right there. And I'm going to use this one, this Brown Velvet. down here. You notice I did not change sponges. Well, that's a happy beginning. And wouldn't that be pretty over there? Or here. Well, I'm afraid that's going to have to wait until next week. But I shall be thinking about it on the ride home on Saturday, and quite happy to get back to work. So, I will see you in a week. I shall have maybe pictures and tales galore from my little visit to the mountains of Georgia. And if you have enjoyed this little warm-up, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now. See you next week.